Dave's live show where we talk about games or just about anything else. Come join us for chat. Give us a follow, like, comment, subscribe wherever you see this, whether you see it live on Twitch or later on YouTube. We really appreciate your support. I hurt myself at work. I fell down. I might hobble around a little bit. So if I drop the phone or anything, just it's because I stubbed my toe on the table. So it is what it is. I have been playing recently some Civilization 6. I've played Civilization 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have yet to, just started to play Civilization 6. I know it's been out for more than a year, but I just got it because it went on a massive sale. And I've been playing with my friends, all my friends here locally. We've been checking it out. I did find out that it's heavy resources, so my computer is sort of bogging down, and it doesn't look like I can stream it, which is unfortunate. I'm also playing Stratomatic Baseball with my friend Anthony, also Sabatalia with my friend Anthony, and also, let's see, we're all playing. We started a new Dominions 5 game, 7-player Dominions 5 game. I'm playing Abyssia for my first time, that nation, Abyssia. I've never played them before, so now I'm probably not going to stream it on Twitch like I have for a couple reasons, but it is what it is, and maybe I'll make some YouTube videos. I'll see what happens with that. So cool. So what have you been playing? So you can chat here, send us a message. Hey Bill, that's LI Giants fan is Bill. He said the Knicks. Did you say the Knicks lost? I think he did because he said I'll come after the Knicks game, and then he's like, oh, I'm coming now. So I knew that the Knicks, I think, were elimination. So hopefully there's no spoilers. Oops. If you're watching the Knicks, I'm sorry. I mean, if you haven't seen the game yet, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, anyway. Well, actually, Bill can confirm that. Or maybe he will say, I neither confirm nor deny that I play that. We had Bill over for the, down by 14, 2:26 left in the game. Okay. We had Bill actually over he was our first guest in the house post-pandemic, mostly maskless, and we had some snacks and stuff like that. Rich is now online. He's playing Dominions 5 with us. So he says, if you don't stream online, will you let me know what my moves are? Oh my gosh, no. No. That's part of the reason why I'm not streaming. But I'm also going on vacation. It might be hard for me to stream on vacation to do my moves. And also, it takes time and energy, and we weren't really getting that many hits from it. Although I did get a really nice message from YouTube. They said somebody told me that I'm been discussed a couple times on the Dominions forums online. That I'm trying to actively support Dominions 5 and stuff like that. So that was cool. Anyway, let's get into tonight's game. It's heavy in meat and potatoes. Are you ready to digest a lot? I think I should have taken a bigger drink of water before I started this because this game is heavy, heavy, heavy. It's as heavy as a planet. It's as heavy as a sand dune. It's as heavier than a gigantic worm. And yes, what are we talking about? We're talking about Dune. Yes, based on the book by Frank Herbert. And also the reason why we're talking about it, I talked about it on my Facebook live show, but the reason why I'm bringing it up tonight is because there's a movie coming out later this year, and I just listened to a podcast with one of the guys that wrote some of the scenes for Dune, and it got me super excited to talk about it. Now, Ginger had asked if I would do Catan tonight. I did say, I think we just recently did Catan, okay, so I just recently did Catan. And yes, this is a really fun game. Thanks for saying so, Rich. I recently did Catan, although I found out it was 3 months ago. The reason why Ginger asked me if I would do Catan again is because this Friday at 6:30, we are playing Catan at the Bethpage Library Zoom room. So come join us. We're not playing Dune. We're playing Catan, and we're playing like semi-cooperatively. So, basically Ginger and I are going to play, and you guys can join one of our teams and tell us what to do. So thanks, Ginger, for putting up the Dune board game that I have. All right, so Dune itself off of Board Game Geek is rated 8.1. That's fantastic. Unbelievable. Overall rank out of more than 100,000 games, 261. thematic 43, strategy number 154. These are amazing scores. 2 to 6 players, not really a solitaire component. Ages 14 plus. And about 2 hours to play, but I will tell you that first-time players will definitely take about 3 hours to get it all down. The design is by Bill Eberly, Jack Kittredge, and Peter Lotka. I don't know if I said that correct. Gale Force 9 is putting it up, produced, and I don't believe I'm going to try to take a chance at naming the artist. So, yes, so Ginger is reminding us that Rich won Dune spectacularly, stealing the victory right out from underneath Ginger. So, anyway, this is based on the books. One of the things that I will show you quickly is the leaders, so you will recognize a lot of the leaders' names. It comes with a really good quick start guide. The components are pretty decent, actually. And it comes with a ton of tokens and cards and everything like this. Now, I had the original game of Dune before this remake came out, and it's mostly the same. There are a few differences. I'm not gonna in a short video tonight. I'm not gonna go into what those differences are. We're just trying to do a quick overview. But here are some of the cool things. Each house: Bene Gesserit, Harkonnen, Fremen, Spacing Guild, Emperor, and Atreides all have amazing skills which break all the rules in the game. The very first thing that happens before the game begins is that the Bene Gesserit get an opportunity to vote for who they think is going to win the game and in what turn. So they've got these cards here. So if let's say the guild, let's say they chose turn 9, the game is only 10 turns long. If they chose turn 9, the Spacing Guild will win. And they keep that secret, if the Spacing Guild wins in turn 9, the Spacing Guild does not win. The Bene Gesserit win. So you might be a little curious if all of a sudden the Bene Gesserit ally with you in game turn 6 or 7 or something like that, because maybe they predicted that you're going to win. It's real interesting. The point of the game, how to win the game, is you have to control 3 of these cities. These are the red marked areas that are here, and you can see some nations already have troops in those cities, and they already control them. Now, you can make an alliance win where you have to control 4 out of there's 5 cities in total. You have to control 4 of them in an alliance win. You'll see here the board is based on rocks and sand, okay? And then there's the polar sink in the middle. We're only playing on half the planet because the Fremen control the other half of the planet. You'll see the Atreides here control Arakeen, and the Harkonnen control Carthage, and they both have, this means that anybody that controls these cities has those ornithopters, and they can move faster around the game. Oh, Ginger put up the link and stuff for the Bethpage Library, so check that out and come join us on Friday night. We'd love to see you. The next thing for setup of the game is that everybody gets dealt 5 of these trader cards. Now, each card represents a leader in the game. So everybody starts with 5 leaders. Here is the Atreides leaders to try to give you an idea of them using some of the characters in the game. So you've got you've got Lady Jessica, Thurfer Hawit, Duncan Idaho, and Gurney Halleck, and their attack numbers are what the number is on the disc. We're not going to go too much into that. Anyway, you get dealt 5 of these cards, and you can choose one of them to be a traitor later in the game. So if you lose a battle against that traitor, you can actually flip over your traitor card and you win that battle. So that's cool. Or even as the Atreides, let's say I got Gurney Halleck as a traitor card. If Gurney, I could keep my traitor card secret. If Gurney Halleck ever were to get killed later in the game, I can play the traitor card and Gurney Halleck is not killed. So so you might even want to choose one of your own leaders. So that's pretty neat. Okay, Harkonnen get 2 traitor cards, so they're able to keep 2 of them. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Harkonnen keep all 5 traitor cards. My fault. So then they have a really neat card down here which tells you all the things of the game. We're going to quickly go through them because this is really a difficult game, but so much fun because many things can happen. We have the storm phase. The storm moves. And as the storm moves, it goes around the track. And as it hits sand territories, it kills all of the troops in those sand territories. So you got to be careful on playing your strategy effectively. Spice Blow. In the Spice Blow, we're going to turn over the spice deck. Now, what's interesting is there's 2 things associated with this. The Fremen know the storms on the planet, so they get a chance to see how fast the storm is going to go, how many spaces, 1 through 6 spaces, and then also the Atreides get to look where that's a bad choice, where the next spice blow is going to go, Seattle South, which is down here. So, but let's say we were doing a normal storm blow, so we'd put 12 spice in Seattle South just like that because that came up. Now, then we go to KM Charity. Anybody that doesn't have any spice, spice is the money in the game, and get some money. Then we go to the bidding phase. This is a very curious part of the game. You can only hold up to 4 treachery cards. Everybody has dealt with 1. Harkonnen start with 2. The treachery cards is what you use in combat. So this is a shield, so it's going to protect my leader from getting killed. Okay? We keep those secret. But if there's as many players as there are, the number of people that don't have treachery cards, we put those cards out in the middle, and then we start bidding on them, going around the table bidding spice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bid 5. I bid 6. But you don't know what the card is. That's the drawback. And so that's a poison defense. So that would have been a good one. If the Harkonnen ever were to buy a card, they get another treachery card off the top of the deck. And also, they can have 8 treachery cards, or everybody else can only have 4. So that's how we get treachery cards, which we'll use later on. Then we have the revival phase. Revival, if anybody's died, they're in the Bene Tylaxo tanks, and they can come back, and you pay money to bring them back. Then there's shipment and movement. Whoever the storm is going to hit next gets to move. So the guild would get to move. You basically can do 3 different moves. You can ship troops from off-planet to on-planet, okay, anywhere you want. But it costs less money to ship them to a city than it does to a sand territory. You can move a unit, and by the way, you can only do 1 move. You can move a unit on the planet, so I can move from False Wall West to Habana Erg, let's say, okay? If you have the Ornithopters, you can move 3 spaces anywhere on the planet. So that's an advantage of owning one of those 2 cities. Or you can ship from on-planet to on-planet. So you can move by foot. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. You can ship guys from Carthage so Harkonnen could ship these guys from Carthage down to Siege and then do a combat. Okay, so maybe it's their turn and they move. All right, so it's shipment and movement. That's how we go around. Then we do the battle phase. This is one of the coolest essences of the game. So let's take this battle into consideration. So the first thing, this is the Harkonnen attacking the Spacing Guild. So the first thing that they have to do is secretly choose a leader. So let's say the Spacing Guild chooses the 5 leader, and let's go around to the Harkonnen, and let's choose Beast Raban off of the Harkonnen. Now you're holding these discs and doing this secretly. Then you dial the number of troops that you're willing to sacrifice. So we've got 5 units there, so let's try to win this battle with 4. Okay, but you don't know what the other person's dealing with. The objective, I've got 7 units there. I've got 6 units there, so I want to hold the city when I'm done, so let me dial 5. Then we choose treachery cards, and we're going to place them here. So you can choose 1 defensive treachery card and 1 offensive treachery cards. And there's lots of different types of treachery cards and different things that they do. So you're going to have like a battle plan. And then once you reveal, you reveal the battle plan, and then the Harkonnen reveal. And basically, you first determine if the leader survived. So he had a poison defense, and there was no attack element, and he had no attack or no defense. But let's say he had a poison weapon. Then he didn't have a poison defense. He had he had a projectile defense. So basically, the poison weapon would have killed this leader like that. And then that doesn't count towards your thing. And now the Spacing Guild's battle total is 4. And the Harkonnen's battle total is 4 plus 5, which is 9. So the Harkonnen win. When the winner happens, all of the enemy forces are removed to the Bene Tylaxo tanks. But still, the Harkonnen have to give up 5 guys because that is what they spent on their dial. Okay. Now it's a lot more complicated than that, and we don't have time to teach all the rules, but that's the basics. So it's really interesting. You choose these secret things. You don't know what the other guy's going to do, and it becomes quite treacherous. And then there is the spice harvest phase. So then people that have moved forces to where the spice harvest was get to take the spice. So maybe the Fremen moved over here, and so they collect some spice. And then there's the Mentat pause phase where we see if anybody won and a whole bunch of other things. Whew, and then we advance to game turn 2, And so it can get long, it can get complicated, but with all experienced players, I don't think it takes 2 hours. I think it takes 3 hours, even with all experienced players. But it is fun. I've had a ton of fun with this game. I'm really excited about the movie coming out. I believe it's in the fall. I think in November, I believe I've heard. So, people are going to the movies already. Some of the movie theaters are open, so I'm assuming by fall we'll be past the pandemic if we don't get a fifth and sixth and seventh wave, and so we will get a chance to see this. So I do hope I get a chance to show you this at upcoming conventions. Anybody have an interest in seeing what the leaders are? Anybody familiar with the books and stuff? I mean, there's Fenring at 6, which is interesting. Let's see. All the Bene Gesserit are all 5s. That's really cool. You have Elia, Margaret Lady Fenring, Mother Ramallo. Okay. Let's see. We got another 6 here. There's Fade Raltha at 6, right? Let's take a look at the Fremen. I'm sure you guys know Stilgar. So let's see. Stilgar's in here. He's a 7. I think he's the best in the game. So that makes sense. But there's Chani and Jamis. Shout out Mapes. Okay. So it gives you an idea of some of the leaders and stuff in the game. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, here. So then let's go over my plugs I have here. Phone number, email, Facebook, 3 stores we support on Long Island. Somebody just told me that they went out there. Oh, Bill, I think, just told me that he went out to Main Street Board Game Cafe and picked up a couple games. He's excited to show me at our game nights. There's my blog, Ginger's Business email. Don't forget to catch us at Over Coffee Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Long Island Tabletop. Also, my YouTube channel, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and Board Game Geek. Pause this if you want to read those later on when we're not doing the live show. So, I didn't talk about the worm. There's a card that comes up in the Spice deck. Shaula, the worm, and then the Fremen get to ride the worm anywhere on the board. Wow, can't believe I forgot to talk about the worm. That's one of the biggest parts in the books. So anyway, thanks so much for checking out another Game Master Dave's live show. Give yourself 100 experience points. If you were born on Dune, give yourself 250 experience points. And if you play the Harkonnen, you only get 70. If you've ever played the Harkonnen, you only get 75 experience points. Just to let you know. So I hope you have a great night. Until we meet again, keep your desert dry, your Fedraken, or your what's the Emperor's forces, Saudukar, ready. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I guess we're gonna find out in the movie, right? And your Fremen. Yeah, I think the Fremen, right? Keep the Fremen strong. We got to protect the Fremen. They own the planet. They're the natives of the planet. All right. Have a great night. And I do thanks so much for checking us out. Take care. Bye bye.